This video serves as a reminder that until you fix yourself and conquer your own demons, nothing that you do or become a part of will ever work properly. This is the story of the man with the golden voice. The article will be in the description below. For a brief moment in 2011, Ted Williams captivated America as the man with the golden voice. After a video featuring the once homeless man's smooth, radio-friendly voice quickly went viral online, people just couldn't get enough of him. Williams soon gained fame and more reports popped up about him, forming a real-life rags-to-riches story as Williams went on to say goodbye to the streets and hello to some serious profitable gigs. Unfortunately, however, his rise to the top wasn't without some major steps backwards, as the former drug addict Ohio resident had some trouble managing his newfound celebrity status. This first paragraph goes to show that both children and adults can always use a helping hand, and not just a handout, but a helping hand in handling the things that we have never had or things that are new to us. So it's a great lesson in toxic pride and ego. So when you hear those saying how they don't need anybody and you can't tell them nothing, just look at them. Don't say nothing. Just look at them. And if you happen to be lucky enough to watch their lives at various stages and watch how things play out, you'll know that you have been conversing with a fool. Further, until the day that we're deceased, there's always something to learn from somebody else. Let's recap. Williams' overnight fame dates back to this video, posted by the Columbus Dispatch in 2011 at the time. Williams was homeless and asking for help on the streets of Ohio, aided by a sign that read, "I have a God-given gift of voice." As stated earlier, the article link is in the description box below. His remarkable sound went viral. A $375,000 book deal and offers from Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, MSNBC, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and many other opportunities soon followed. Williams, whose former radio career was sidelined by years of addiction to drugs and alcohol, has suddenly been given a second chance at life, and yet that renewed success proved fragile. Now, at this point, this is when a person asks him or herself, what do they want out of life? Do they want to continue the addiction to drugs and alcohol? Or do they want to take this second opportunity that rarely comes around for anyone, or very few, to get things right and use that God-given gift voice that he knew that he had so long ago? On your screen now is Williams after a shave and a haircut and some nice clothes, and him, getting back to the natural him, because drugs and alcohol for anybody is not natural for anyone. It's things that we do to ourselves, things that we self-harm in. His happen to be drugs and alcohol. Other people it's food. Other people it's social media. It's an array of things that we allow in and allow to overcome our lives, and we no longer have control of our lives. About a week after he became famous, Williams admitted to talk show host Dr. Phil McGraw that he was still drinking and agreed to enter a treatment facility. A spokesperson for the Dr. Phil show claimed Williams' decision was fueled in part by a physical altercation with one of his daughters, reported CNN. Williams lasted just 12 days in the facility before leaving voluntarily. Now let's break this down. First and foremost, he admitted to a talk show host that he was still drinking and agreed to enter a treatment facility. Okay, first, number one, it's pointless to enter a treatment facility until he or she say to him or herself, I no longer want to live like this, or I no longer want to drink and do drugs. Until then, entering a treatment facility, it's like a, what do you call those? It's a revolving door. This is why the revolving door is always in those treatment facilities. And people fall off the wagon because they have not said to themselves, I'm done with this. You can't go into a treatment facility and say, I want to get help if you don't tell that to yourself first and actually put in the work for self and then seek out the treatment facility. Otherwise, we'll get to the part at the end where he's leaving voluntarily afterwards, just after 12 days. You understand what I'm saying? Also to mention that Mr. Williams decided to enter a treatment facility only after a physical altercation with one of his daughters. Let me, inquiring minds want to know, had Mr. Williams had any physical altercations with any of his daughters when he was homeless and didn't have any fame and didn't have all of these newfound gigs and things of that nature? If not, The article continues. About 4 months later, Williams returned to rehab, committing to a 90-day program after entering treatment. The Cleveland Cavaliers at this point opted to not to pursue a working relationship with him, and a book deal and other gigs were also put on hold after completing the treatment program. Williams apologized to Dr. Phil for lying about numerous things, including his sobriety. So for those who are curious, I have taken excerpts from various positions of the article. Most of it line up, but I've separated it. So as I said before, the entire article is in order in the description box below. And for the people in the back, the ones who are drawing on their desks instead of listening to the teacher teach, as I mentioned earlier, until you fix yourself, nothing that you do, nothing that comes your way will work out for you. He's going in and out of rehab. And the reason why he's going in and out of rehab is because he is not done living a life in despair. He's comfortable, he's complacent in drug and alcohol abuse and emotion. He's essentially emotionally and physically abusing himself. In October 2014, nearly 4 years after his life-changing video, the Columbus Dispatch sat down with Williams for a lengthy interview, during which Williams revealed that he had been struggling to make ends meet despite maintaining his deal with Kraft Macaroni and Cheese, landing a 6-figure book deal and securing other radio and voiceover gigs. One has to ask, when is enough when it comes to self-deprecation, self-harm, when it comes to humans? This is why I did the video, Burn Humans, Learn Humans. which should be popping up right about now on screen, because this human has not learned anything and he's choosing to continue to burn. That's hence the title, Burn Humans, Learn Humans. I'm going to leave it here. As I said, the full article is linked in the description box below. I appreciate all of you for checking in again here on Rastas Reality.